Hello and welcome to part number 5 of our blind playthrough of Return of the Obra Dinn. Super excited to be back playing this game. I'm just going to jump right back in to our playthrough so far. 21 of 60 fates solved, so we're over a third of the way. And last time I think we got every chapter discovered, except for the hidden chapter. Which I believe is called The Bargain. So we left off where we could potentially, kind of on a cliffhanger, that we could climb overboard and go back with this guy that brought us here. But I'm not sure if that's what I want to do quite yet. I had been thinking about it since the last time, if that was what we wanted to do, or if we wanted to maybe see if we can figure out some more people. I know there's some memories that we definitely need to go back and look at, especially some of the like earlier ones that we got. For example, the Doom, I think, is one where we didn't know a lot of the characters until potentially now with Abigail, and then Nathan Peters meant unknown fate. He might have escaped. Yeah, we have all these guys who apparently we can name them all. Really can name them all now. Oh yeah, if they have the little triangles below, that means we can. They're unblurred. And the escape. Oh yeah, the escape is also one that I really wanted to look at, because this also happens, yeah, after, interesting. This all happens right before the final chapter, which is the end. And the only person in the end that we're not 100% sure is this guy. I'm pretty certain he is a topman. Where we looked, he's definitely a topman because we've seen him climbing up on the top of the ship, on the ropes and whatnot, the rigging. So looking at some of the top men, we've got 4 Chinamen, we have a Scotsman, Persian, New Guinea, 1 Englishman, and 1 Russian. So just by looking at him, I would put him as the Scottish, English, or Russian most likely. We're going to put unknown topman for now. He is a 3, so yeah, he doesn't really seem to have any lines. He's kind of there a lot. So I think he's going to be like a process of elimination. Once we figure out some of the other top men, who they are. Yeah, Henry Evans met an unknown fate. I mean, he definitely escapes. Or he's alive. But where? This guy. Huh, yeah. There's a lot of characters that were still like these 2 ladies. They're at least 3. I mean, we could kind of 50-50 them, but I don't want to do that. I want to see if there's anything that can tell us who is who. Like, are either of them related to anyone on the ship? We know it's Emily Jackson and Miss Jane Bird, I would assume. I feel like maybe we did look. Probably need to look on the full list of people, because some are left off because we've already figured out who they are. So yeah, we have a lot of work to do. I think I do want to spend some time seeing how many more we can get before we go see the doctor, Henry Evans, potentially, and then get the last chapter. I have to assume that the bargain is going to have some information about some of the other characters that There are some characters that we probably can't name realistically without seeing the bargain, but I would like to revisit probably like this memory and see actually what happened to him. I'm pretty certain that's Charles Minor, but maybe I'm just off. I think this is actually him, so let's revisit that. The Doom Part 7, yep. I also just want to look around because I think in these earlier ones I didn't spend a lot of time looking around. Brutal. So, said he was torn apart. I mean, he is being ripped in half right there. Tentacle, tentacle. That looks like his... I mean... I don't know how that's not right. So that must not be... That must not be Charles Minor. Let's look at these guys. Okay. And also, I had noticed this a while ago. There are 3 people who are on this boat, maybe trying to escape. That just got absolutely flung. Like, who is this guy? We thought this was Alfred Klestiel. The bosun. Because he's the one who says... He says, where's my Frenchman? Perish and escape part 1. So he escapes after. He says, the squid, where is my Frenchman? Your mate was torn apart. See, that's the thing that just does it to me, like... How is this not Charles Minor? He was torn apart by a terrible beast. I think we tried decapitated. I don't think that worked either. Crushed? Beast? Who else could he be? He's not the surgeon's mate. I think I know who the surgeon's mate is, so I need to do that. Gunner's mate? I mean, it could have been the gunner at this point, but I don't think... That doesn't make sense. I know we already got that gunner, correct? Helmsman. Ship's steward, no. We should also look for the stewards, because I think they're all kind of wearing similar clothing. Kind of like butlery clothing, so we should look at kind of some of those guys too, but... I don't know. The tattoos, like, do the tattoos mean anything? Someone else get ripped apart, and that's why this isn't Charles Minor? By an unknown attacker. Yeah, I still feel strongly that that's him, but I just could be wrong. Unless somebody else, like I said, also got torn apart. So who's this guy? We've seen this guy a lot, and I really don't know much about him. Okay. Gotta be some clues about... I think this is one of the Yeah, this is Martin Perot, the third mate. Where is his ending? I don't know if we have anything for him. Maybe he dies in the missing chapter. Because you've got him, Unholy Captives. He's in the Doom. She says, Martin. I think that's him, right? Well, we should probably go check that chapter too. And make sure that was him. Okay, so who else is on board? Or in this memory? Do we know who this guy is? Man, we have a lot of missing information still. Oh shoot. This is the escape. Oh no, this isn't escape. We're on yeah, what happened to all these guys? Probably gonna have to go to her memory. So there are 12 others present during this. I feel like this guy might be like the fourth mate or something. Hmm. Who's this? The Doom Part 6. So this is whoever died right before. Okay, I think I have an idea who this is. Yes. Okay, so we're going to check this real quick. So this guy... Yes, this guy, I know how he dies. He dies... The next chapter, he gets stabbed, and he's the one who kind of crawls off, and then the first mate is the one who kind of is with him before he dies. And he was upset that his friend, he couldn't pull him back. And he said his friend, he said, let's see, we'll go to the where he says it. Tell so-and-so's mother. Tell Pete's mother. I tried my best to pull him back. So I think that this guy who just died, this is Pete. What am I doing? Sometimes the keys are... Okay, this guy's name is Pete. I'm pretty certain then. No, it's not Pete. I'm on the wrong page. Oh, jeez. Pete dies back here. This guy is Pete. Which means, I think, because there were kind of the three guys. It was Pete or Peter, Charles, and there's one other guy, and they're all together. Peter Milroy, midshipman, 33. I think the guy who gets stabbed, his name is Thomas. Because they're all kind of together based on this. I think that's correct. I think this guy is Thomas. Peter Milroy exploded. Charles Herstick spiked. He got knifed. I just don't know by who. I'm gonna say he's Thomas Lanky. So I'll have to go back to that memory to see if we can figure out how that all went down. I believe this guy and this guy are the carpenters. Hmm. These guys are all the stewards. This guy's a steward. Can we put unknown steward? Yep. Let's go back. Crushed can probably a steward as well. How many stewards are even left? You've got third mate steward, fourth mate steward, and you've got the ship's steward from India. What exactly is the ship's steward? They all wear kind of the same. We have the Formosans. I think they're all done. 100%. A lot of these guys. So these guys are Russian, I'm pretty sure. These are the brothers. These two guys I think might be Russian. I don't know about these guys. These guys are the Indian dudes. Cook and the butcher. Makes sense they're hanging together. Makes sense how people are kind of hanging together. These guys are all topmen. Topmen. One of the topmen. I don't know if this is Charles Minor at this point. I'm so unsure. This is another... Well, wait. This might be the Persian dude. Because he's kind of, he's got like an Arab headdressing. I don't know. I forget what it's called, but, he might be Persian. Because there's not really anyone else who would be wearing something like that. So I'm going to say this is... I don't know what happened to him, though. I feel like I've hardly seen him. Like, he's there in memories, but not, like, primary part. Okay. So that helps a little bit. Let's see who else is in this memory. He's still alive. What are his tattoos? Like, is there significance to his tattoos? He's got, like, tattoos almost on his face, too. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, this guy's bringing the guns up. Yeah, we're saying maybe this is the Boston's mate. I don't know. But he got clubbed by Henry Brennan, not... That doesn't make sense. He's here. I don't know. I can't go down. Who else is aboard during this? Is there like a... I feel like I've definitely missed something with like navigating. I didn't really learn to use the bookmarks appropriately, which I probably should have. Unknown steward. Yeah, these guys, 7 wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. Their fates are cataloged here. I mean, some of them went flying off. Oh. Well, this guy. Never saw him before. Do we put drowned? Fell? Overboard. To his death. Didn't give it to us, so that might not be right. Okay, we need to look more in these memories than that we're on. For more people. So this is this one. 5 others were present. Counted for these 2, yep. Counted for these 2. Counted for these 2, so that's it. Okay, so we can go to a different memory maybe. It's interesting you don't get like a memory with him, but... I don't know if he fell overboard to his death or what. So let's go maybe back one more, which would be under the deck. Before we do that, let's go see Abigail's real quick. Her memory. She's not in a lot. She just hangs out in her room, probably. So yeah, this is definitely Martin Pro. Okay, so that's for sure. Let's see what else is happening here. It might tell us some information. This could be the Boston's mate instead. This could be the Frenchman. This guy's maybe just a topman. Yowzers. I mean... So I'm just gonna say he's an unknown topman. He might be, like... from a different country. I mean, with his tattoos, I would think. I just don't know. I'd say he's probably one of these 3. He's obviously doesn't look like he's Chinese, but he could be any Maba. I feel like we haven't seen anyone who looks like their name might be Maba, but maybe it's this dude. I don't know. He looks more like Russian to me, though. I'm just going to say unknown topman for a bit. So maybe this guy also gets ripped apart somewhere. I don't know. He's helping the Boston. Oh. He gets... I don't think he was spiked. Struck by Toes, tail, wing. What happens to him? Yeah, I guess we probably don't know his fate until we see the next chapter, because there's a period of time where we're just missing some things that happened. And probably what happens to this guy. We know this guy gets torn apart, but we don't necessarily know who he is, I guess. The waves are... Dang. Okay, are there any other people that... We know this is... This might be John Davies, the fourth mate. And then we have... This is a steward. Paul Moss. This is the first mate steward. He gets killed with a sword. He's trying to protect these ladies. Obviously. Can we go up? No, we are blocked from going up. Can we go down? Is that everyone we've seen in this? 12 others were present. Yes, yes. Where is Nathan Peters? Where is this guy? Where is this guy? Are they the ones being flung overboard? Seen him. Did we see him? Seen him. Seen him. Seen him. Are they falling overboard right now? Where the hell are they? Oh no. Who's that? Oh, he met an unknown fate, I think. Yeah, I think we might have to get the next chapter. Feeling like... What if we say... I don't know this guy's name, but... I don't know. I mean, you can't 100% say what happened to him there. Other than he probably disappeared. All these guys, like... disappeared in this. He's only a 2. This is tough. This is very tough. Without the next chapter, it's hard to say if these people died here or what happened. So I think we kind of have to go with the bargain. Let's review and see if there's anyone else we feel like we could. We could go to the underneath. Let's do that. Let's go to the earlier parts. I haven't really written a lot of things down, but also, oh, I've definitely had some thoughts about this. And the shells and the thing, the treasure in the box. During that whole chapter, since rewatching it. Chapter 6, Soldiers at Sea. This is a different chapter.
What's going on?
Stay back! It's already going in.
Hey! Come on, boss! No, get there! Hey! Cat!
Oh. Okay. I got it. Pretty sure. Yep. What's going on? Stay back. It's already done for Nick. Come on, boss. No, get down. He's saying boss, the guy who died. So is this the carpenter and this is his mate? He's saying boss. Feel like that's means he's the carpenter's mate. Nice. Just looking for some sort of context clue that said who was the carpenter and who was the mate. Wait, Peter Milroy was correct. And then Omid Gur, Alberto's death. Sorry, dude. So that was correct. Sweet. We're getting there. Okay, that's gonna help us tell that I believe this guy is then the carpenter, Winston Smith. And who else we got? Don't know what happens to him. We know what happened to Lars. Okay, this looks like it might be important. Where on the map are we? Actually, location right now. Gun deck. Stewards. First, third. Maybe we can figure out who the fourth mate is based on someone being in this room at a particular time. Yeah. Like, the room they're coming out of, like, can kind of tell you that. Just like with the carpenters, seeing them in their working on their repairs helped. Jeez, these things are terrible. This guy was smart. He hid, but he dies later. Let's look at. That's that memory. Oops. Where are we? Completely wrong memory. We need to go to Soldiers of the Sea. Okay, we did get Winston Smith. We put him down. Cool. Unknown steward. I'm pretty sure this guy is the doctor's. I don't know about this guy. And I don't know what this guy's name is. The calling, yeah, that one is confusing. These shells are clearly, important to the story. Okay, I think we've gotten a good amount. I think I'm just gonna go to the next chapter because I could probably narrow down a few other people, but I think there's a lot missing without this final chapter. So It sounds like they want you to go do this as soon as you have access to it. Also, it's raining. Yep. Let's see what happens. We're going to meet the doctor. Henry Evans. Hello.
All done? We should go. Storm's nearly about.
Not quite
Won't
done,
be
but...
coming back. If you've still business here,
Oh, shit.
climb up and finish it. Else I'll make to port.
Oh, shit. Okay. I'm scared. Yeah, I feel like there's more that I'm supposed to do. How do I know? That we won't be coming back. This is murder. Okay, this is Nunzio.
Hello?
These are...
Who is there?
So this...
Who is that?
Is this a shell? They have a shell in this, huh?
Senor Nichols.
That looks like a shell.
You? What are you doing down here?
Hello, yes. Oh, I'm here. Just, sorting some things.
I mean, we know everyone who was on this, but that's,
Watch your
yeah.
step.
So it's a shell. He opened it? I don't know. Why does he want it? It calls these creatures, maybe? Maybe by opening it, he called, because what, we're on murder, and then the calling. This is what happens basically right after. Should go back to... Should check this. I kind of just want to see everyone who's here. Get a better feel.
Seng Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
There's other people who are here that are not being shown. The butcher and the cook
As captain of this ship,
back here.
and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the
artiste.
Crown of England, I
That-
sentence you to
I actually
death
never noticed that he was
by
here.
firing line. Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire!
So this is another steward. Did I mark him down as a steward? He's definitely a steward. This guy was clubbed by Henry Brennan. These guys were loyal to the captain. He seems like... So we've got... let's go through. Captain, first mate, second mate, third mate. Gunner. Could this guy be the gunner's mate? Do we have him yet? We'll just... maybe. Possibly the gunner's mate. So they kind of hang out together. So I feel like this, based on process of elimination, is the fourth mate, John Davies. And that this is his steward, Davy James. Which means we have one more steward unknown. Well, technically we have two. So we have first mate steward, second mate steward. Where's the captain steward? Unknown steward. Let's the Captain Steward in here? Because I know we've named him before. Maybe he's not here. We'll have to go back to that memory too. So much to review. Carpenter. He's kneeling. Which is interesting. That's Edward Nichols. This guy's whispering in his ear. This is definitely his steward. Which I think we... No. Yeah, that is him. Okay. It's interesting in the picture, it's actually a little different. He's not that close to him. And they've got a rooster loose. What were they thinking? Oh, let's walk through. Oh, sorry about that. I thought I was walking through the door. Oh, this is tough. So, let's go back down. So I think we should review a few more memories and then we can go, because I think we're going to then be expected to guess everyone after that once we leave with the final memory, with help with the final memory. So what I want to know is, like, figure out these rooms. Where are we right now? We're in the gunner's store. So, like, can we figure out where people come from down in some of these lower deck memories? And that'll help us narrow down. Unholy Captives. Chapter 5, Part 3. This guy is the one who dies, right? He gets crushed? Yeah. I'd say, like, the terrible beast crushes him, essentially. 10 others present. There's no audio, or no talking. Yep, see, here's the carpenter and his mate. So where else can we look? We can look across the way to the gunner store. Maybe we'll see something through a window. The gunner store's pretty locked up. This guy looks like he could be like a steward. I don't know. Okay, I don't think this is telling us much. It's hard to tell in a still frame, like, was he trying to grab it or was he pushing it, you know? I think he was trying to grab it. But you never know, that guy did kill someone else in cold blood. Holy crap. So many. Oh yeah, we should look at this guy. This might help. The Soldiers of the Sea.
I've got you.
Don't move. I'll get you down.
So this is the bosun. This is the carpenter. It's helping him. Got him. Anything else we can see? This guy was crawling away. I actually want to get back here again because I think there'll be something about this guy's memory that will help me. I gotta make sure we're not missing anything. Okay, nothing. So we're going backwards to part 5. Sorry, Charles. Make you relive that. What are they looking at? Why do they have their guns out here? There's this one, and then where'd the other one come from? Maybe it is coming from over there. I don't know. Yeah, it might be coming from over there. Doctor, brother. This guy got stabbed. I think we know these guys. Okay. Nothing more there. Continue to go backwards. Part 4, 5.
We're no use.
A lot of people here involved. This guy, I'm not really sure on him. Oh, where's this? Oh, one of those dudes. I forget which one, but... This dude gets stabbed and then starts crawling off. Looks like. Do I have this guy named? We're calling this guy the bosun. And this is the gunner. But this isn't right. Well, we just don't know if he was spiked by a terrible beast. I think it's the bosun again. It's like something to do with the ship. Foreman in charge of general crew operations and the equipment required to sail the ship. Does that seem like him? Or does he seem like the gunner's mate? It's dead. Or is this guy the mate? He's helping, yeah. There's somebody else in there? I need to go back to the last memory. Oh, this might be the gunner's mate. He looks like he's opening that, maybe? Alright, let's keep going further back. Where's the other dead body? Up here, huh? He wasn't dead yet. Yeah, we know we named this guy. I mean, look at the type of the sword he's got. It's like a scimitar or something, versus just a regular sword. So yeah, we got him. So I guess we would go back here. This is part 3. We can't go down for that.
What's going on?
Stay back! It's already going to Nick.
Hey! Come on, boss! No, get there! Hey! Cat! Ah!
Maybe we go to this guy real quick. Yeah, I want to go to the top and just look. And then we're going to go out. Because I know all these dudes should be topmen, at the very least. The weed is alive! Who's yelling that? It's the Russian dude, but... Work fast. Actually, it sounds... I don't know, like German, but... Who is this guy, and how did... Like, he looks like he's dead, no? Oh, I can finally see who it is. Oh, do we have his fate? Fell overboard to his death. Oh yeah, that was right. Okay. Well, he looks like he's just hanging there. So... we can say unknown topman. We can say... unknown topman. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how I'm going to tell which of the 4 Chinese guys is which, because as far as I'm aware, they don't ever use their names, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but we'll see. We shall see. This guy, okay, this guy's Russian. I'm 100% sure he's Russian, because he was playing the cards, and I think there's only one Russian topman. So I think it's this guy. Shot with a gun from an unknown attacker. When was he... perished? Oh, he was shot here? Because he was trying to stop them? He was shot by one of the women. I just don't know which one shot him. This is this dude who makes it to the very end. Gets killed by the captain. Who else is up here that we don't know? The guy we think is the Frenchman, but at this point I have no clue. So if he's not this guy, he could be Lewis Walker, he could be Maba, or he could be Timothy Butment. This is the Russian dude. There's only so many other top men left, so got him narrowed down. He's not the Frenchman, which I was really very keen that he was the Frenchman because he got torn apart, but there could have easily been someone else who got torn apart, so that could have been a complete red herring where you're like, they want you to make that mistake. Or I'm a dunce, I don't know. You tell me. How do I get out of here? I forgot how to get off this memory. Just oh yeah, walk down here. You can actually see more of these guys. Oh. What are they working on down there? Oh, the ladies are there. Surgeon, captain, first mate. Can't see who that is. There are definitely three top men who just, at least three top men who fall off in one of the scenes and disappear. That is for sure. Where are we on the map? Captain's cargo, passengers cargo, Boston's store. I would love to see. Boston store. Is that here? Oh, can't be the Boston store, right? This is the Boston store. I think someone said in one of the comments of one of my videos that excuse me, door. The rendering of YouTube does not do the like art style of this game justice, and it's very true. I mean, it's such a cool, unique art style. Who is this? Who died here? I don't remember what this was. Oh.
Keep pressure here.
Captives.
Hold him down.
Oh, yeah, that's the end of Unholy Captives.
What madness is this? 20 years my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. Those ungodly beasts
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse to them back or doom us all. Yeah.
You're cursed! Throw them back or doom us all!
This guy's like in charge of security.
threat with those things.
Is there like a security guy or something? Because he's always the one like blocking or carrying people off. Is there a helmsman? Rated seamen control the ship's wheel and general moment to moment. Navigation. Do we have a helmsman? Carpenter, surgeon, purser. Accounts for all cargo value and trade transactions. Manages a small items store for crew. Military officer in charge of weapons and military procedures on the ship. Bosun, charge of general crew operations and the equipment required to sail the general mates help to run the ship and service the captain's request. Tradesmen mates serve their supervisor. Yep. What is that? What is that room? Sorry, the echoiness of the one goes back and forth, but what is this room? Whose car? Who is this guy? I think he's the bosun. Just, gosh, I'm going around in circles. I swear with some of these characters. Oh my god, the bosun, which would be in charge. That makes sense. Makes sense that he is the bosun. So we just gotta figure out who his mate is, which might be this guy carrying him off, but I'm not sure because we don't know actually what happened to him. Surgeon's mate. I think I can do that. Purser and helmsman. We never have paid attention to the purser or the helmsman. So I'm pretty certain this is the surgeon's mate. Was he spiked by a terrible beast? Yeah, I guess he was. This is an unknown steward. Who dies here? John Naples, just a seaman, so he's just there helping. What's happening up here? Forgot that there's more happening. So this guy is just keeping people back, like nothing to see. Shit's going down. They're bringing this down. Have anything for this guy? Is he an unknown seaman? Yeah, I think I should figure out who the purser and the helmsman are. That actually might be helpful. This is their guy who got crushed. Carpenter's mate. Is there a purser's office? There is a purser's office. What is the purser's office? Like back here? Surgery? Is this where the purser's office is? Can't go all the way back there. This memory. I don't know. Oh, guys. I've seen this. Okay, I need to get out of this. A couple more memories I need to go check. I think this episode might just be a complete review of all the chapters. Or next time we go, on and get the final chapter. See if that fills in any holes. I really want to go see what this memory, because I'm pretty sure we can see through here. And this would end up being where I'm at, Gunner's store. And that maybe will tell us the Gunner's mate. If we look in there. Maybe. May or may not. Yeah, I think this is the Gunner's mate. So, gonna get him down. Unknown attacker. When was he killed? Enough. Captain cannot be trusted. He's the one who gets killed here. Fresh bastard. I think he was killed by possibly the steward of one of these guys. Maybe Davy James. I feel like it was this guy. Where is he? This guy right here. He's not. That's a tough one. Who would he call fresh bastard? We'll have to go back to that too. Yeah, that's the gunner. Gunner's mate. Okay. That feels good. Now we might need to go check that memory where that... Oh gosh, where the one dude gets stabbed, or they're talking about the mutiny. We're connecting some pieces, little by little. I think, yeah, it's where this all happens. Escape part 4.
Captain Cameron.
Listen to his accent.
You have a plan?
Yes. Take ship and sail east.
Yeah, we take sheep.
Wretched fish and shells.
Yeah, he's definitely got a big accent. Which would make sense for him to be this guy, because this guy is Polish. And this guy... Okay. So this isn't... Okay, this is actually the 4th mate. Who kills him. Seems he's young, which makes sense. Okay, I'm good with that. That he was killed by the 4th mate. I think that feels good. It did. Let's go. Well done. So which ones did we get? Shot with a gun by John Davies. 4th mate. Got the carpenter. And John Davies was clubbed by Henry Brennan. Okay. So he gets killed right after. Yep. It all makes sense. It all fits. So I think we're getting close to 30. Maybe 3 more gives us 30. I don't know. Oh, jeez. A little scared to go to get the bargain with only half known. But so many of these guys don't have enough to, like, tell what happened to them. I would like to go back to these parts and see if these guys actually got away on their boat. Which steward? This guy feels like he could just be the ship steward. So he could be the third mate steward, but I don't know. I just have a feeling he ship's steward, because he's been kind of down in the ship. I've never seen him up top, really. This guy. Yep. What part are we on? Is there a hotkey to go back to, like, the part that I'm on? No. Where were we? Oh my goodness. We're further. After the bargain. Okay. This is here, yep. So then he gets clubbed by Henry Brennan, so do we need to even go back and review that? Because I think we know who everyone is here in this part. So... that just happens in the midshipman's quarters, steward's quarters. Okay. So that's helpful. Oh yeah. There's that body. We should check that too. Check this one real quick. Escape part 1.
Put me down. Let go. Easy now. You're in a bad way. Is this squid? Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
No, that. The beast is dead. How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
The curse is hard. Does not live for us.
What's he saying? I don't know. It's hard to say how he actually died. Okay, I don't know if there's much we're getting out of this one. I do want to check the one where the guy through the window that we see. Part 3 of murder.
On your toes.
Go back!
You're here.
Captain!
Slack the lifts and lower the boats. The whole crew will be on us.
Give it up.
This is where they're capturing them. This is where they're taking them away. Who's this guy? Yeah, was this... one of these guys is O'Hagan. I just don't know which one. Edward Nichols, of course, yep. So Edward Nichols shoots this guy. Shot by unknown. Edward Nichols. Man, Edward Nichols did some work, man. He killed a lot of people. But who is he? It's a great question. On your toes, boys. Let me go. This guy could be... Possibly, but I think it's between a few. So who's the guy who's steering the boat the whole time? I've already got the chest. Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, he's just... They hit these guys? Oh. What happened to this dude? Oh, this guy's might be the driver. This might be the, I don't know how he died. I haven't seen him, but he might be the helmsman? Okay. You know, I feel like movies have maybe tricked us into thinking that, like, the helmsman would just, like, have the wheel right here, and he's just driving it that way, but he might just be driving it down there. Or on this side, I don't know. Let's go look over here. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing over here for that. Ships are so interesting. I know nothing about ships. Truly do not know anything. Okay. So let's go to the where there's a bunch of disappearances. I don't know what happened to him, but I feel like this is the helmsman. Where do we see him? We see him at the end here. Where do we see him, though? Maybe we should check that one more time. He was still alive. He got stabbed, but he was still alive. Now we've just watched this all a little bit. He's supposedly in this, right? Where is he? He's only in 2 total memories. Oh, hey. I found him! Yay! I'm going to say should I just say that this guy got drowned by beast? I don't know, something. I'm gonna say he's the helmsman. And let's say he was... I don't know if that's right. Drowned. If he was... I mean, he's more just taken. Just stick with that. I mean, imagine he was thrown overboard. Maybe he... Is there a fell overboard? No, it's definitely because of the beast. Well, I forgot if there was an option like fell overboard by the beast or something, but eaten, cannibalized. Someone get cannibalized? Was devoured by a terrible beast. Oh shit. Okay. Let's just say drowned. Literally have 2 memories with this guy. He's in the basically in the picture, I'm assuming. He's at the very end, and oh yeah, he's in this memory. We saw him there. And he was just hanging out, but he got stabbed. Literally 2 memories that he's in. Crazy. Chaos. Okay, I think one more memory that I want to check. Well, there's actually a few, but these ones. This whole shenanigans off the boat. I'm gonna see that, but who was I thinking of? Oh, the escape. That was something I wanted to see. Sure, he's a seaman. Edward Spratt, his had a lot of people around. Could be some information there that we missed, too. Okay. Real quick, let's look at his. I think he died back here. Yep. I was taking a dump. Yeah. So where is everybody else and what are they doing? Oh! The sounds of him getting... A lot of people sleeping. Okay. This actually might be useful. So this guy is Martin Perot, third mate. So I'm willing to bet that this is Roderick Anderson, third mate steward. Everyone else is snoozing, maybe? Who's this? Another steward. First mate steward. This makes sense. They're going to the third mate's quarters, which are just over here, right? Yeah, they're gonna be a little further past. Is there anyone up top that we can see if anything's happening? What are these guys looking at? Oh yeah, this is where... Yep, this is definitely his steward then. They're checking on this guy. Dead. They're like, what the heck happened? So I think I was right about him. Yep. Okay. Feel good about him. We don't know his fate. Disappeared and escape. I think he left with... He ends up leaving with Henry Evans at the end, so we should probably check that memory. When they escape, which is at the beginning. Paul Moss was killed with a sword by an unknown attacker when they were trying to leave. I should have looked for more. Shoot, there might have been more things there.
Let me on.
Over my dead body, you bloody day.
How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Before I forget, you killed my brother. What? That was an accident. No ropes.
It wasn't his fault. That's all I can think. Lies.
I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Oh. So I think these guys... These guys might have all escaped. Alive, maybe? But I don't know where. Where are they on the... In the middle of the ocean. Where the... Where do you go from here? Just make somewhere up. Because then we're on... Yeah. They disappeared. I mean, they were gone. The other guy was like looking overboard. So I think these guys are all alive. I do. Where? I do not know. Europe, Middle East, United Kingdom, West Indies, Azores, Canary Islands, Cape Verde, Africa. I'd probably say Canary Islands, like that's gonna be your... Or Madeira. Is Madeira an option? No. Azores? Shoot, I already forgot. No, Canary Islands are closer. So we'll go with that. I don't know if that's right, but I'll say these guys are all alive. Canary Islands. This will tell us. Is it I guess, I mean, do we know what direction they're going? Like, you're heading out this way. It's on the map. Like, you're going this way. I don't know which way your ship is facing during this whole situation, though. So, are you going to Azores? Sorry, I'm going through the menus weirdly. Does that feel like does this feel like brute forcing if I choose a few different spots I go? Because I have no idea how you're supposed to know where. I'm just going to choose the ones that are in the area. See if that does anything. It would be Canary Islands, Azores, Africa. What else was even nearby? Cape Verde? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with, based on the map. Europe's not far, so, but who knows where they ended up. It's a tough call. Is there anything in their dialogue that says, like, get in the boat? I don't know. I think this is the other memories I want to see are these two, real quick.
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last one!
It's the captain. We got him. He was shot by ladies. This is the steward killed by... Shoot, what's this guy's name? It's this guy, right? Leonid Volkov. Okay. He was killed. Nice. Okay, let's see what we got. 3 more fates correct. Was drowned by a terrible beast. He was the helmsman. Roderick Anderson was crushed by Luke Cannon, the third steward. Third mate steward. Okay. So that does mean that if we had gotten that Peter's brother, if we had gotten his location of him being alive, correct? Like, that would have shown up, so... It's clearly not right, but I think he's alive. I think. We got 30. We're halfway there. So escaped, and this guy is the steward that escaped. He's alive. I don't know. Where did they go? Are they back in Europe? Like the doctor? Where's the doctor? There he is. Like, he's alive. I don't know. Does it say in the original, like... We should look at the journey. Atlantic leg of the Far East route. Started here. Canary Islands, calling, unholy captives, soldiers of the sea, the doom, escape, the end, and they don't make it back. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. Does that mean that's where he is? Just deals with them, but I'd like to keep them private for now. I love this sentence. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Yeah. That is so true. That is very, very true. So let's go there. So he was killed by Leonid Volkov, and he was shot by one of the women. And then he was shot down below. He is the boss, and I just don't know exactly how he died. He was killed by the squid, but I don't know exactly how. Oh shoot, he was knifed by... We actually should know who he got knifed by. He was probably knifed by John Davies. Yeah, pretty certain. Pretty certain he came in... Mutiny, mutiny, and he came in and fought them both. Okay. Is Morocco an option? Says the French... Where's the Morocco? Where's Morocco? Morocco, considered Middle East, actually. Let's pull up a map. Geography lesson. Country in North Africa. Okay, so Africa would technically be correct, but... Huh. It's like right at the top of Africa, in between, like across water from Spain and Portugal. So it's like, yeah, but it'd be considered Africa, not really Middle East. But we don't know. That's why I was like, why did that not work? I think they did escape to Africa. So let's try Africa. If they're in Morocco. Okay. Maybe we only need one more thing correct. I thought this would be right, though, for sure. Okay. Who else are we feeling? These guys are the tough ones because they... You don't know where they went, or you don't know exactly what happened to some of them. I think he was drowned by turbo. You said it have that. I don't know what happens to him. I want to say that this guy is actually Charles Minor, and that he was torn apart. Do we feel like that's fair? A fair guess? Because he's been hanging around a lot with the Boston, and we know that his Frenchman was torn apart. I'm gonna go with it. Try it. Let's go. We narrowed it down. So this bastard was Charles Minor the whole time. Henry Evans is alive on Africa. Davy James is alive in Africa. Okay, so they did escape to Africa. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that makes me think that the other guys may have escaped to Africa too, but I don't know. Okay, we're getting there. Who else? We can say this guy is one of the Indian guy, so he's a seaman. Don't know which of the last few left. It's probably 50-50 at this point, potentially. This guy... I don't know who he is. He got spiked along with Shao Tan. These two were drowned. This guy's... I think one of the Russians as well. Can you look at his... Yeah, he's Russian. How many more of the Russian dudes do we have left? One of these two. This guy... I don't know. This guy could be Patrick O'Hagan. Not sure. These guys are all good. Nice. This could also be O'Hagan. He says, give us a weapon. O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you row? He's probably talking to the guy who died next to him, no? He wouldn't be talking to the other boat. I don't know. I'm going with this guy as O'Hagan. This one I don't know. This one could be O'Hagan too, though. I just don't know. Okay. This guy, one of the top Chinese topmen, excuse me. Son and soul succumbed to tragic illness. At the Lasker house. What is a Lasker house? I feel like it could be some reference to their being Indian and where they might I don't know. A Lasker was a sailor or militiaman from the Indian subcontinent, Southeast Asia, the Arab world, British Somaliland, or other lands east of the Cape of Good. It's a historically significant refuge for Southeast Asian seamen in Sydney, Australia. So it just seems like a place that Laskers hang out, and a Lasker would be considered potentially an Indian or Southeast Asian seaman. Okay. So we know that. We know he's one of these guys, so he's an unknown seaman. Just trying to get everything narrowed down as much as possible. We knew this was Saeed. Just don't know who's who. Samuel Pierce got crushed. Okay. I feel like we might have all the information. Almost all the information. I'm sure there's stuff that we've missed. But without just starting to take wild guesses, I really thought this was the surgeon's mate. I'm surprised this hasn't been right yet. Spiked by a terrible beast. Maybe he wasn't spiked. Maybe he was burned. Maybe he was in the pile that got burned. I don't know. Let's go to his memory real quick. Sorry. Where was that? That was down underneath. Although we should see what happens here, where he gets shot. Is there more going on down here during this? Oh yeah, just that. You know what? I think this is a great place actually to stop. I'm going pretty long on this video, and we'll pick up. We'll do these last couple memories, and then I think we'll see what happens when we go. We leave the Obra Dinn. We see if Henry Evans can give us the final chapter, and hopefully that will help us figure out the final remaining souls, because I think we have 33, so we're over halfway. So we definitely have it narrowed down, and I think with a lot of characters we're kind of like at a 50-50 on who they might be, and then a few where we're not totally sure, but I think we're in a good spot. So again, if you've made it this far in this video of Return of the Obra Dinn, what an awesome freaking game this is. Been really enjoying it, enjoyed chatting with people about it, and appreciate if you've been watching it. And I know we might be getting close to the end. I don't know, but if you have other recommendations for puzzle-like games like this, if you've enjoyed watching me play it, please let me know. Try and play blind playthroughs of puzzle games. I have a few already on my list, so maybe those are ones that I'm already kind of looking at, but it's fun to get new recommendations. So thank you very much, and see you all in the next video.